Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state that nearly 14 billion years ago expansion started. Wait, the earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthals developed tools, we built a wall. We built the pyramids, math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
False, and here's why.
Earth was formed over 14 billion years ago, but the earliest life was not found until 600 million years ago.
The origin of life started with nucleic acids because they can form complex substances, also known as proteins.
These proteins needed membranes to separate them from the outside environment.
Membranes were created by fatty acids because they are water resistant, and when agitated they form envelopes, which are now known as cells.
The first cell was a prokaryote that was able to reproduce.
Prokaryotes began forming organelles when larger cells started engulfing smaller cells by a process also known as endosymbiosis.
Cells that developed a nucleus became known as eukaryotes.
There was only single-celled prokaryotes and eukaryotes until
some cells didn't know how to split, so they remained attached.
cellular specialization allowed eukaryotes to increase in size and become more efficient.
Mutation started to occur because replication isn't perfect, like me.
When different organisms began mating, these changes spread across different populations.
Thus, different species were formed.
So, we all have a common ancestor that all species mutated from.
Natural selection has proved that certain species with better mutations who are more adapted to an environment would thrive.
This is what allowed for more variety and complexity of life. You want to know what two really awesome things are? St. Francis College
And tennis.
Only a really truly awesome person could combine both of them.
Yeah. Pat.
Yeah?
How do you determine the sex of a chromosome?
Well, you pull down its genes!
Pat.
Yeah?
What do you think you call a fish with no eyes?
Let me figure this one out. I'm an AP calculus. I can figure this out.
Huh.
I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but I think it's...
Pat.
What?
What do you think you get when you cross an octopus and a human?
Are you kidding? Nothing. They have different chromosomes.
Oh. Hey, Pat.
Yeah.
How do you survive photosynthesis?
Like a moss. Emily, are you a star codon?
No, why?
'Cause you're turning me on.